Come, follow us
on our journey to get a low-budget
DIY
feature film from script
to screen and beyond.
Nobody knows who we are.
Look at yourselves, realistically, nobody's going to give you that money. Nobody. You don't know who the fuck you are. It's a complete risk. You are unknown.
This is our first feature film, something we're going to do together. You're going to get it warts and all.
For now, you're just some pair of idiots like everyone else.
Never wait for permission. You just have to start.
Give yourself something impossible to do, and then just find the bloody way of making that thing happen.
This is DIY Cinema Cult.
There we go, Crouch End, Clock Tower.
Looking up at the clock tower, Crouch End.
Welcome everyone to episode 31. 31, yeah.
Look at this door.
Where could it lead?
We're just standing in the centre of Crouch End, which is an area very close to me and Marc.
Yeah.
We both live in this area. Between us, this is equidistant, and we found a kind of a logical centre point to meet, which is the clock tower. We're standing next to this strange little doorway, and I wonder what delights might happen.
I've got a feeling that tonight is going to be a rather magical evening.
Well, I hope so. We're going to try and conjure up some magic, aren't we? But I'm already feeling a little bit magical as I start to look at shapes on the floor that feel like they might have some mystical significance.
Strange kind of symbols that might come to life and kind of have an effect on this
So
evening.
on the floor here, we've got this kind of circle shape with 4 directions built into it. 4 directions.
Compass-like almost.
It's like a compass, isn't it?
What direction do you think we should head off in then this evening?
Well, we have been talking about how, this time of year you should start to reflect. I'm not a massive one for New Year's resolutions, but I think as a podcast we should probably reflect a little bit about where we've come from and what things are like now and where we're going to. So it makes some sense to maybe revisit a few places that we've been to in previous podcasts.
Well, we had a wonderful time in that magical graveyard. Was it? That was actually the Perineum before last, was it?
Was that the first ever Perineum podcast?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It was the first ever. So we discussed things like magical tramps.
We did. So maybe almost by going back there, it might conjure something for this evening, do you think?
Yeah. Well, it feels like a place to go, and once you've got a place to go, then the journey begins.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please bring your drinks to your seats. Settle down for tonight's entertainment. Introducing to you right now on saxophone, Mr. Aaron Trinder. That's right. And playing jazz flute tonight with his ass, Mr. Marc Hardman. Boy, that kid can blow. Settle down, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the DIY Cinema Cult. All right, let's go.
We are heading towards the graveyard that was the site of the very first Frosty Perineum. And as we walk towards the graveyard, which has a clock tower, a very ancient clock tower, I think it's medieval, in the middle, there's a kind of a thing on the top of it, which is sort of...
Is that the clock tower that's been lit up?
Yeah, it kind of looks like, how do we describe it? A unicorn?
It kind of looks like like a fairground ride of some kind.
It's basically made from fairy lights. Do
you think it's real, or are we imagining this?
We're entering into a liminal space, it has to be said. Now there's maybe like a kind of an angel up there or something.
Oh yeah.
And the rest is all like mad fairy lights and things, and I'm not so convinced that it's a unicorn anymore. So we've walked past 3 anarchy symbols, which is obviously significant.
Yeah.
This was the home of the very first Perineum.
Well, we're walking amongst the gravestones now.
I think we were sitting on that bench, man.
Was it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, should we go and have a look?
Interestingly, under the clock tower, there's also that anarchy symbol
There is, they're everywhere.
in that little doorway there. So this was definitely the bench.
Yeah, we were. Yes, it was. I recognise it now.
So in a
Listeners,
way-
we are now in the graveyard. It is the top of the clock tower that is festooned with magical lights, and they are real. They do exist. We didn't imagine them.
And on the inside of the clock tower, which is a medieval clock tower, but it just happens to have the anarchy symbol at the base of it as well, inside is lit up entirely red. Now, what's going on inside there? I mean, you know, I'm not one for getting creeped out at Christmas, but I'm kind of feeling like we're...
I think something might. I feel like something mystical might happen here tonight.
You are listening to the debut feature film podcast. This is DIY Cinema Cult.
There might be a visitation.
In fact, look at that guy looking at that gravestone over there. He looks a bit like a mystical Christmas trap. Look, doesn't he? He's kind of coming this way, actually. For our listeners there, and describe what he looks like. What does he look like?
So if you can imagine a cross between Eddie Murphy in Trading Places and Santa Claus pre-Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it is what he looks like.
That's what he looks like.
He's getting closer.
He's coming closer to. I think he's going to talk to us.
I am the ghost of Perineum Past. I am the first of three ghosts that will visit you upon this chilly Perineum.
Oh my God, hello. Nice to meet you. Very glowing, isn't he? He's a very glowy.
Yeah.
Do you think he's been on the whiskies?
I think it's just the colour that you go when you've had so much gin. It literally just lights you up. Your skin's so translucent because you've been wearing bin liners and parkers for so long. Your skin hasn't had any actual kind of
I think maybe
real
it's
light.
Ready Breck. Maybe he's had Ready Breck. I mean, I can see right through him. I can see the graves on the other side of him.
Take my hand.
He wants us to take his hand. I don't know if we should. He looks like
he's going to
my
take
mum
us.
told me about people like him.
I think he's going to take us back somewhere back.
Okay. Do you think we should go?
I don't think we've got much choice.
Listeners, weirdly, the graveyard's kind of disappeared, and me and Aaron are kind of flying through the clouds. A bit like the little kid in the Snowman movie.
Yeah, just not quite as good.
We're not in the graveyard anymore. We're in Ali Pali.
Look there through the darkness beyond the trees. Look upon those two figures sat upon the park bench.
It's a year ago. But we're being, I think in some way, we're being shown our past.
Well, look, see those two guys sat over there on that bench? They look a bit like homeless people.
That looks a bit like you over there.
Yeah, and that kind of looks a bit like, I think that's us.
Film that we thought should we go and hear what they're talking about?
Let's go and listen to what they're saying.
We've got a film as a team, and we're in the final stages of it. We've got about 3, 4, 5 months more of editing, and it's by the end of this year, it'll be out in the world in one way or another, for sure. It will be, that's for sure. And I'm hoping we'll have filmed your film.
Oh man, yeah, that's been another kind of amazing little weird twist and turn that I wasn't quite expecting.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're all still set to shoot in some way in March.
And what are your feelings about how that...
I think that something's gonna get done. And it's not, you know, you can't just suddenly expect to go, let's make a feature film with no budget in place. So this is going to be something that's going to be very stripped down. I have the second actor lined up, which I need to talk to you about. He's absolutely brilliant, and he's very, very up for doing something in which we just rehearse loads. We do it on a low budget. It's very low.
So what do you make of that?
Well, it's really interesting because actually, I guess that's us a year ago, almost to the day, and in some ways, everything that we were describing there is sort of true. It all became true, and in loads of ways, that's quite surprising because I think in previous years we've kind of, you know, made various plans and assumptions, and you know, in some ways, kind of figured out what we're going to be doing in a year's time, and they've just sort of been completely wrong.
Yeah.
But you listen back to those two guys over there, and they're kind of describing exactly what happened.
I noticed you sound quite certain and positive. I don't. I sound a bit.
Yeah.
Look at my little confused face. Like I don't really know what.
Yeah. Well, you definitely didn't believe that you would pull it off at that point. I think at that point you were just almost saying it so that by saying it, it might have more of a chance of happening.
And sadly, the actor I'm saying, we've got the second actor, and he's amazing, and it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
He pulled out.
He pulled out
month later, or
so there
2
you
months
go.
later, or something.
Best laid plans. And in fact, you know, when you talk about it in that little moment, all that time ago, you just sort of describe it. Oh, we're going to do it in some way or another, in some stripped back form or another. But actually, when you think about it, and from what I've seen of it, you know, which is obviously I've only seen small chunks, it doesn't feel that stripped back. As in, it doesn't feel like a massive compromise. It feels like it was, at the very least, you know, yes, low budget, minimal, etc. But it has still, you still pull something amazing off. It's not like you know, at one point you were talking about doing it just with your camera or borrowing my camera or whatever, no DOP, literally just shooting it yourself.
Well, at one point I was playing one of the lead actors and doing the boom. Boom in the sound myself.
Yeah.
And so you sounded very confident there, and your film has kind of, you do have your film now.
Yeah, I mean, I think I described it in that little moment as out in the world in some way, and that's exactly what has happened. So it's not, I suppose, out in the world as in people can now watch it on Netflix and Amazon or what have you, in 3D at the cinema. But what it is a finished to somewhat degree film, and people have watched it. I mean,
well, you had a good year this year of amazing screenings, didn't you?
Yeah.
In different countries, different
festivals. So this country in 3 different places in Amsterdam as well. So I mean, so strangely, we were seeing into the future in that little moment.
We were good, and they're about to say something else. Let's have a little listen in to what
while they listen in, I might just pause a little bit.
Blah blah blah. You know, I just feel like there's been loads of twists and turns on this already. I don't want to kind of bang my peg in the ground just yet.
Well, it is one of those. Well, in some ways, this podcast has always been a document of our processes, and I think that's a good thing.
Exactly. So I don't even really know what it is going to be yet. I just feel we're going to go, here's what it is. We're going to go to a place and we're going to do a thing. And it's going to be a thing.
Okay, there we go. So we're going to go to a place and we're going to do a thing. Yeah, so
very precise.
Yeah, again, I was just deflecting, I suppose, and being like, I can't bear to think that in a couple of... I think I was terrified that the shoots felt so close.
Yeah.
And I was so ill-prepared. I wasn't ill-prepared, actually. It's just I wasn't confident that it was all going to come together and pull together.
I think everybody going through a DIY project is going to spend most of that time convinces it's a complete disaster, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There is a way we can maybe turn a feature film in that is made in a very, very stripped down skeleton crew way. We are going to film in the lakes in March. It's going to be
The imprecision of what you're talking
It's
about
gonna
there,
be
the
very,
kind
very
of
small.
the lack of confidence, shows that could easily be the moment where nothing happens as a result.
Yeah. Yes.
But if you keep yourself on the idea that, let's just set off in a path, and I'm pretty sure that this direction is going to be fruitful, we're going to find something, then things do occur, and actually now we know that they have occurred. So, well, what else are they saying, these guys? Let's have a little listen to what else these guys are saying. It's fascinating. Well, what is it that you think's going to happen?
Yeah.
But then what is it that you want to make happen?
Yeah.
Two different things. But yeah, what do you think's going to happen?
Well, what I think is going to happen is you're going to finish your doc.
Okay, yeah, I'm up for that.
I think we're going to have Old Man done
In the can.
in some kind of shape or form.
Yeah.
It'll be filmed definitely. Whether it's going to be completely finished editing, I don't know about that. We'll just see. It'll be kind of there. I kind of feel quite good about the way DIY cinema has gone, and that.
I thought that your film was going to be done, which you kind of are.
Yes, I mean,
You've got bits to tie up, clearly, obviously.
Yeah, in a way, as mentioned in the last podcast, it's in the really nitty-gritty technical side of things. But it's been a really interesting experience, because what I'm doing as a result is I'm sort of going back to music a bit. So I've spent the last couple of weeks writing music for the film.
Oh, wow.
And I found myself quite excited by the idea of, there's all these little interstitial moments, these little incidental moments, these little bits that are transitions, these little chunks that, at the moment, I'm using Aphex Twin, I'm using the Orb, I'm using KLF, and maybe they'd let us do it, but I could probably do something pretty good anyway. So
I
it's
could
kind of
insert myself into history.
I'm gonna pretend that actually I was writing tunes like that back in the day. So,
but it's a great idea that, I mean, you have the ability to do it, and you could keep that vibe and feeling going on through, and
in some ways
like
it's a limit, but in some ways it's really creative, because it's a limit. You go, I'm not going to immediately necessarily transport people back to a track that they remember, but this way round, scoring it more, I can have the sounds come in when I want them to come in.
Completely, you can tailor it and score it.
I can make it exactly right for that moment.
Pay attention and listen closely to your past selves and their wishes for the year 2022.
I'm definitely feeling that next year, I'm hoping, is the end of the real worst of the pandemic.
Yes.
My one hope for the year, it's not a prediction, my one hope for the year is we get a fucking new Prime Minister.
Yes, please.
Because this guy is a complete and utter fucking liability.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not from the same party.
Yeah.
It's not a prediction. Unlikely in some ways, because they seem to have an uncanny knack of staying in power and giving them the sense that they're all new now. Oh my God! We really did see into the future. Because
And you didn't get just one prime minister. You got a couple.
we got
of
two prime ministers after the guy that we did want to get rid of. Oh my God! That's baffling, isn't it? And I suppose what's baffling particularly about it is that I described the uncanny knack that this government has of replacing one prime minister with another to give the impression that they're all new now. That's exactly what they've done twice. The first one was a complete and unmitigated disaster that nearly crashed the economy. And then the second one has come along and he's just disappeared deliberately. So no one kind of knows what he's doing, so that he doesn't cause any ripples or any news. It's, oh my God.
Lean in close and listen to your past selves now. Here is what they wished to banish and not take with them into the year 2022.
It's probably been the theme of my answers tonight. Distraction.
Yeah.
I find myself getting endlessly distracted.
Yeah.
I think the problem of lockdown has been, yes, you've been in your own shed and I've been working, but I feel like there's been endless digital distractions. So what I want to leave behind most of all, and this is a genuine feeling, is all of that digital distraction so that I can focus and concentrate properly.
Okay. So how do you think you were you successful this year in doing that? in doing so?
Definitely not enough, for sure. No, I mean, I guess managing to actually get the film over the line for Bristol was one of the hardest experiences I've ever gone through.
Really, yeah.
In terms of sort of delivering to a deadline. But I sort of do feel, and we did it, and we showed it, and it went down well. But I do still feel that it would have been an awful lot less painful had I been able to maximise the time that I did have.
Yeah.
Better, and that's partly the digital distraction. Being able to sort of, in some ways, dial in, focus, and dial out everything else is a skill I think we can all really do with.
I think maybe what I'd like to leave behind the most is that little voice in your head, you know, that kind of negativity. That, you know, everyone's their own worst critic, aren't they? And I think people, especially if you're kind of trying to do creative endeavours, you must know this. You're trying to launch some kind of creative endeavour from scratch. You have this voice in your head that kind of takes on a very, very kind of impressive and powerful stance in your psyche. Yeah. And it's just someone saying, no, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to happen. You're not going to do this. You're not going to be able to do this. And I think what I'd like to do is just, you know, of course I go through phases where that voice is very, very dominant. And then I go through periods where I overpower it. And I go, no, it's going to be fine. I feel good about things. And I think I'd like to be able to not listen to that voice as much.
I think that's a really good one. Combining those two could be a very productive year.
Yeah. There we go. With those two, it could be a very productive year. Yeah, I don't know how successful that was this year, to be honest. Because I'm feeling it right now, obviously, with the shoots coming up. You know, I'm nervous and scared, and you know.
Is that something you can ever get completely
over?
Yeah,
I think
the feeling of
maybe on
negativity.
both our counts, you know, distraction and negativity, or fear, or whatever you call it. I think it's always going to be there. I think you just have to find ways of coping with it, don't you?
I think
rather
that's
than
probably
banishing it.
Yeah, I mean, we've occasionally I've met a few people who seem almost sort of too confident.
Yes.
Too believing in themselves.
Yes.
And there's actually quite a lot of good.
How deep down does that go, though?
Yeah.
Really?
There's quite a lot of good that comes with a bit of self-doubt, as in, you know, am I doing the right thing here? As long as it's not debilitating. And I suppose what you're talking about yourself last year is how sometimes it may overwhelm your decisions, and you don't do anything as a result.
Yeah, I mean, I think I found myself telling myself recently with the upcoming shoots and everything.
How many of you are there?
Is that, well, I tell my first self, and then he tells the second one. Is there
any more?
There's loads more. There's a whole party of people. That, you know, yeah, okay, be anxious about it if you want, but you know, it's going to happen anyway. You know, the last bunch of shoots showed me that it's all going to happen anyway, and it's all going to be fine. So you can either be anxious about it or you can be not. You know, maybe there's a choice in there.
So cool. Yeah. Hey guy, hey you. Yeah. Come here, man. Come here. Cut my sandwich, yeah. Yeah, my sandwich. It's uncut. Yeah, cut my sandwich for me, yeah.
Cut your sandwich yourself, you cunt.
Whoa, hey, whoa, chill, guy. Take a chill through, yeah. Yeah, come here, you. Yeah, come back, man, yeah. Look at this. My sandwich is totally uncut, yeah.
Oh, you didn't hear me. Cut your sandwich.
feel like we've seen quite a lot of the past.
Yeah, well, thank you, Ghost of Perineum Past.
You are most welcome, but now I must leave you. Expect 2 more ghosts tonight.
He was like the Liberace of Christmas tramps, wasn't he? He was sparkly and... I miss him already, really.
I know. Well, what's coming next? That's what worries me
I don't
most.
know. Well, he did... Well, I think there were supposed to be 3. Perineum Christmas ghosts.
So hang on, what's this?
There's another... Fucking hell. I mean, hang out in a graveyard, you bump into a lot of spooks. Because here comes another one.
Oh, hello there. I'm the ghost of Perineum Present.
Blow me, it's the Ghost of Christmas Present. Here he is.
He looks a little bit like kind of
Brian Blessed.
Brian Blessed mixed with Russell Brand.
Yeah, I get that a lot, actually.
He is, isn't he? Oh, sorry, we don't mean to make fun of you, but you do look a little bit like a cross between Brian Blessed and Russell Brand. With more holly, lots of holly on you.
You must now follow me on a magical journey through the streets of Crouch End stroke Hornsey.
I don't know if I do want to follow him, but I think in some way, this is the way the story is going, is that we have to follow the ghost of Christmas.
He's very insistent. I think we're going to have to go with him.
Okay,
We might be getting kidnapped. I don't know.
Well, we might do. We've still got to put our litter in the bin.
Yes. The Ghost of Christmas Present is beckoning us onto the streets for a walkabout, so we now leave the graveyard.
We're being beckoned this way.
We've been beckoned. We're coming. Ghost of
Russell
Perineum.
Russell,
Present.
Brendan.
This way, follow me, come on, come
He
on.
is a lot like Russell Brand, isn't he?
He's got baubles hanging from his hair.
Yeah. And from his beard.
Hurry! There's no time to waste.
Oh, and look at the lovely streetlights as we come out here. This is nice.
Oh, it is nice.
So, Perineum Present.
It's a full-on exciting Christmas in that place.
It's like a
Literally saw people chinking glasses as we walked past that.
very
It was like
beautiful scene.
It was like an ad. We just walked past an ad.
Well,
anyway,
I think this is all being laid on. I think what's happening here is the Ghost of Christmas Present is is kind of showing us the best of really
Christmas.
what's here now. You know?
Yeah, we just literally walked past as people with goblets chinked their glasses together.
Yeah.
What of your favourite films? Let's give you 2. So let's say 2 films this year which would make up your favourite. I always think one's hard, isn't it? But what about 2? Two films.
I greatly enjoyed the Bowie one, the Bowie film.
Yeah.
I think 2 of mine are probably music ones. There's the Bowie film and then Get Back was amazing. And,
yeah. So what was it about the Bowie? I mean, the Bowie one is certainly in mine. Moon Age Daydream,
Moon Age Daydream, yeah.
possibly the best ever music documentary, I think. I mean, it's definitely my number 1 of the year. I think it was, one of 2, as in I've got 2 favourites.
Yeah.
But I think what I thought was so spectacular about it was that it decided not to do the usual documentary things, which was, we've got to get lots of perspectives.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about, what his childhood was like, and why he ended up like this, and why there was none of that. It was just fully embracing the idea of let's just be absorbed by Bowie the artist. And the beauty of that was that we got it all from Bowie's voice and his performances and his art itself.
Because, you know, Bowie himself drew influences from lots of different places, and he himself was this kind of amalgamation of lots of elements.
Yeah.
So in the way the film kind of reflected that really beautifully, I thought.
Incredible.
In the way that it was layered, like you say, and
there was moments where you are 30, 40 years apart, but they seemed all of a piece.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that they were, one was a simulation of the other.
Yeah.
It was that you saw there was an underlying philosophical perspective in all of Bowie's material.
DIY Cinema Club.
But what about another film? So you said Get Back. Get Back was a...
Get Back was good for me, but also a kind of lower key film, I suppose, for me was, and actually was the trigger for my not Boxing Day cry.
Because we always love your Boxing Day cry.
I was surprised this year. It was mid-December cry, actually.
Okay, you got it in early.
Well, I think because now I know it's coming, it never happens because last Boxing Day didn't happen. It was a film I'd actually seen before, so it wasn't a surprise. But in fact, it was a surprise. This is why I think it's such a beautiful film. Right. Which is a film called Come On, Come On by Mike Mills. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
So it stars Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
It came out the same year as Joker.
Right.
So arguably, for my money, and I've heard other people say, you know, possibly it's kind of the film in an ideal world, he should have won the Oscar for that year.
Right.
As a movie, it's incredible.
Wow.
It's about parenthood, essentially.
Yeah.
Indirectly, because this guy isn't a parent. And the message is, you almost borrow that time with your children. You don't own it. There's a limited time you have with them.
Yeah.
And you should really cherish those moments because they're gone soon.
Yeah.
And also there's this added stab of heartache, which is that the kids don't remember a lot of the stuff that we do. The kids don't remember.
Yeah.
The grown-ups, the parents, they do remember. They remember it all. But the kids kind of forget it.
Yeah, because they've got everything in front of them.
They've got everything in front of them. You know, their life is just like, everything's going on at once. Being a parent is all about, there's loads of fails. Every day, there's loads of weird little fails you have to deal with in your mind. Some of them you have to apologise to your kids for. I'm so sorry I did that.
Yeah.
You know, there's all these little things that kind of go on. And the film is just like a catalogue of these little experiences. And they do it so beautifully and so amazingly. The director, Mike Mills, is...
He used to do commercials and
music videos. He was a big music... He was actually a graphic designer.
He was a skateboard guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was actually a graphic designer who used to do like Air's album covers and Beastie Boys album covers and stuff.
I remember he was in that era in the kind of 90s and noughties. He was the hip guy because he was like, him and Spike Jonze.
Yeah.
They were the kind of cutting edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
But him himself, if you see interviews with him, he's such a very, very tender, he's very emotional director, and he makes very, very personal films. And
lovely.
Essentially, the whole film is about his relationship with his own son and little things that his son has said to him. So the lines that the kid says are very, very cutely. They're very, very they're very on the money because they're real things that his son has really said to him.
Wow.
So it's very touching.
So our viewers should realise that
where is this ghost leading us?
The ghost of the present has led us up a hill.
Yeah.
And I feel like this may be, there has to be some significance in this.
Yeah.
We've been led up to the top of Muswell Hill, which is possibly the highest hill in London. If not highest hill, it's certainly the longest walk up a hill. And
the ghost could have put us on the bus at least.
They could have put us. Well, I guess we could have just got on the bus, but then we wouldn't have realised where the ghost was going. But he's now luring us this way.
He's beckoning us with
He's
his
saying we're going to go this way.
big golden fingers.
This weird version of Russell Brand and Bernard Blessed. They're taking us away from the centre of Muswell Hill.
Yeah, here we go.
And
We're going into
seems to be luring us down this way.
Come on this way, yoo-hoo, this way.
And,
we're now plunging into darkness.
and then from this point onwards, we don't know what will happen.
This way, follow me, follow me.
Where is it taking us? This is a very...
But we're following him into the darkness.
okay.
At some point, it looks like the ghost is pointing us to an upcoming bench
Okay.
that
good.
perhaps we can take a moment's respite because we are
That
at
was a
almost
bit-
the highest point in London now.
That was a big climb. That was the high.
And you can probably tell from mine and Mark's
Yeah.
lungs.
Because we are athletes. I mean, that was even hard for us.
We're slightly
Now I
panting.
must leave you. Cheerio,
Where's
boys.
the ghost gone?
Where is he gone?
He pointed at this bench and
He's
now
vanished.
he's gone.
It's very dark. I'm feeling very nervous, mate. What's going to
Above us is still the
There's the moon.
moon,
and the stars.
which is a perfect half moon, and we are able to see the whole of London.
I think the ghost has left us. He's gone, right?
So perhaps we have to just,
Okay, let's sit down here and pour our drink.
I think at this
Boom
moment,
well.
it has to be the boom well, doesn't it?
Okay.
There's no alternative. The boom well is the only way. But we're on the top of the mountain, Mark.
Yeah,
The
we
ghost
are.
of the Christmas present has led us to the top of the mountain,
It's a very, yeah.
but he's also just left us.
He's left us here. I feel like there must have been some kind of reason why. Okay, so this is a homemade, I did it as Louis would wished. He would argue that having it not ice cold and in
But
these beakers.
we've been walking the streets and it's
We've been
been
walking
pretty
the streets,
chilly out
so-
here. So I think,
Shall I let's just do it all.
well, yeah, but make sure it's even Stevens on the feast of even Stevens.
Probably like 2 big servings in each one. So just be careful.
On the feast of even Stevens. Holy fuck!
I mean, that's a martini, so be careful.
So the thing about being on the top of a hill, it connects to the dream I had.
Yeah, so tell us about the dream. What is the dream you had?
So I can't compare it to dreams of a very significant nature. As in, I'm not going to use the words I had and a dream because that's a bit embarrassing because it's not that kind of dream. But in terms of tonight, I did have a dream. I dreamt that we had to do a certain thing.
Right, okay.
And that dream was very specific. As in, we had to go to a place.
Suck you off.
No. The dream was quite specific. We had to go to a certain place and we had to do a certain thing. And the dream was a description of a ritual. Now,
Right, okay.
Now, rituals seem like they're kind of out of fashion in a way. But we, in our own and very kind of casual way, are a follower of the discipline, if you could call it that, of chaos magic,
Yes.
aren't we? And the thing about chaos magic is it basically means that whatever rituals work. And you just decide willy-nilly, whenever you want to choose from this set of rituals or this set of ideas or this set of beliefs, because what you're focused mainly on is the effect, and the effect, as we know with the DIY cinema cult, is to manifest these films in the real world. And so this dream I had was very specific in terms of how we look into the future. And it just so happens that there's the ghost.
Oh my God, there he is, look at him.
I am the ghost of Perineum Future.
And the strange thing about the ghost of Christmas Future is that you can't see his or her face.
Perineum Future.
Yes, Perineum Future, for fuck's sake.
Perineum. The strange thing about the Perineum Future is that you can't see their face.
No, he's just wearing a big hood.
He's
like a massive Jawa.
They are, in some ways, if you squint, you see them one way. If you blink, you see them in a different way. You don't quite know what they are.
It is now time to go to the place of the ceremony.
This is the way we have to go. Follow me.
Oh, I have to follow Aaron, okay. There we go.
Sat listening to your first podcast. What the hell are these two guys talking about? I mean, generally, I'll be brutally honest. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Because I think you two need it.
We need it.
Nobody's going to give you that money. If you two want to genuinely make a film, and not just talk about it, you have to do it yourself. That's your first film. And you have to get yourself out.
He's leading us into these very dark trees.
It's a kind of a grove. And I guess the thing about...
I mean, the only thing that's making me, positive about this is that maybe there's a place for me to have a piss in a minute.
Well, the good thing about it is that we will have two potential...
Look at that, wow!
Yeah.
Oh.
We can now see London fully.
Okay,
and this is why the ghost has taken us here.
This is a beautiful view of London through the trees. It's all lit up. It looks like the beginning of Blade Runner. Look at that.
It is. But from this point onwards, we take the route away from the path. And we're in a place called The Grove. And The Grove has always felt a bit like the top of something, a kind of a place where you can have perspective. Because as we know with your film, reaching the top of the mountain gives you perspective.
Yes.
But strangely, what we have here, instead of a top of a mountain, we have a square on the top of a grove.
Plateau. It's like a little stage.
And this is where we're going to perform our ritual. So I think just by going onto the platform,
let's get back on the platform.
The stage, you'll already see where your place should be.
Yeah.
So the drinks have to go down.
The drinks go down, okay.
And then we have to do two things.
Okay. And this is something you dreamed last night?
I had this dream, I had this dream 2 days ago. So I'm going to
put the Bombay. Did you dream that you had to put the Bombay mix down?
It's crisps, but
crisps, yeah.
But I'm sure I didn't have crisps in my dream, in my pocket. So the year we are in, we're going to signify the death of 2022.
Yes.
2022.
2022.
By holding 2 fingers up in our left hand.
Left hand.
And we're going to move anti-clockwise 1 full circle.
Okay. Facing each other? Still?
Facing each other. We're going to try to stay facing each other the whole time.
Okay, so anti-clockwise.
So and we'll begin when we say begin, yeah?
Okay.
So this is the 2 and the 2.
Yeah.
And at the end of this, we're going to point the 2s at each other's third eye.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Each
shoot
other's?
each other's third eye,
Oh,
and we're going
fucking hell, right,
to blow
okay.
away
Whoa.
our third eye.
Okay, let's do it.
And then we will change to the right hand, and I'll describe it as
Okay.
once we're there.
Okay, ready?
So the twos.
Two.
Okay, ready?
Let's get rid of
and
two
go.
first.
Begin.
Do.
We walk, and we return to our original spot. This is the twos. Then we return to our original spot, and then we connect the twos to the third eye, and we 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, okay. I wish someone was taking video of this. That was so good.
Now
Right,
the
okay.
23,
23.
what we've done is we have ridded ourselves of all of the issues of 2022.
Okay, good.
And now the 2
Yeah.
and the 3. So the 2 and the 3, I have the 2 and the 3 fingers. You have the 2 and the 3 fingers. And now we cross,
them. Cross them, okay.
The second and the third
Second
fingers.
and third finger, yeah.
And we do the same thing.
Okay, let's do it.
We move around the circle. And we're being lit.
Someone's
right now
showing
by
like-
somebody else.
Hello, listeners. This is the Ghost of Perineum Future again. At this point in this rather bizarre ceremony, Aaron and Marc were having torches flashed into their faces by some approaching people. They were soon to realise that these people were in fact members of the Metropolitan Police Force.
And we do the same thing. We point to the middle eye, the third eye, and we 3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
And we inject our future.
Okay.
And as a result of this, we have set and established.
Who is doing the lighting for this? It's amazing.
We have established our
That was
intention
amazing.
for the new year.
That was amazing. There we go. We've done it. We've done it.
Oh, hello, officer.
No, sorry.
2 lads. No.
No, sorry. We
That's
haven't.
all
No.
right, Is everybody okay? Everybody all right? Oh, okay.
That's okay.
So if you do spot, it's basically black lad with a creamy beige jacket.
Yeah.
And another lad with a red woody hat with black bottom.
Okay.
Should stand out.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
No problem.
Okay, will do. Goodbye.
There you go. That was the source of our lighting then for that amazing. That was serendipity there in full effect when at the apex of that ceremony that we performed, we were lit by torches.
By police.
And multiple torches just shining in our faces, like just that kind of sporadic motion that they do. And it was 2 policemen looking for
2
kids.
wrong'uns, but actually we weren't those wrong'uns. What we were actually doing was we were performing a ritual to establish our intention for the next year.
I'm not hanging around in this park with the cops about. I'm off.
And so on that note, and let's face
done
it, the ghost has disappeared.
He's gone.
I think we should probably go to the pub.
Yeah, well done. Well, there we go. We've had enough crazy. What a night we've had. We've been sent back into the past.
Yeah.
We've strolled through the present, and we've seen the future. We've corrected our future.
We've established the intention for our future.
And we've helped some police officers with their inquiries along the way.
Thankfully, we weren't the people they were looking for.
Never wait for permission, you just have to start.
Mark and I have been following, how would you describe it, Mark? Chaos magic? Chaos magic? Chaos magic? Chaos
magic? I just wonder what those police guys were thinking in their minds of what we were doing.
They were totally fine about it.
Yeah, they're like,
They were
seen any
like,
guys?
Hi guys, yeah, sorry. You haven't seen a dude with they've been a bit naughty. It was like, wow. No, we haven't. Okay, no problem. See you later.
They've been a bit
They
naughty,
didn't mind
but,
that we were blowing each other's third eye with our kind of specifically pointed fingers.
Yeah, but we're quite fine with you guys just doing possibly satanic rituals in the darkness. That doesn't bother us as
Totally
much.
fine. Completely fine. How do we take what we've just experienced and interpret it? Because in a way maybe it takes a year for you to learn, because as we discovered by looking at the ghosts.
Well, the ghost
previously,
the Ghost of Perineum Past
they've
showed
taught
us
all
that
sorts
you
of
know,
things.
it shows you that what you best laid plans of mice and men and all that kind of stuff. What do you really know? Who knows when we'll be? Do you know what I think about next year?
Yeah.
I think that, and I'm fairly certain about this, as certain as you can be, and as we've seen from our flashbacks, you can never be too certain. But I think that actually the difference between this year and next is going to be very pronounced. Whereas maybe the difference between this year and last wasn't so much. I just feel like our individual projects have got to that kind of mass, that state where they'll start picking up momentum.
Hiya. Hello, very good.
In we go. My final feelings are, I feel quite positive about the way we're going with our films. Here we are, a couple of years down the line with 2 feature films that this year will be fully finished.
Or out in the world.
Yeah. I'd like to say cheers to you.
Yeah.
DIY Cinema Cult.
DIY Cinema Cult.
There we go.
A massive cheers. Let's face it, there has been times where it's not been entirely sure whether we would continue. Actually.
No. Okay, thank you, listeners.
Thank you, listeners.
I hope you enjoyed our Frosty Perineum Carol.
Good.
Happy New Year. All the best for 2023.
All the best for 2023.
Cheerio, boys!
Follow us and join the cult today. On Instagram, we are DIY_cinema_cult. Seek out the DIY Cinema Cult group on Facebook, and don't forget to press those like and subscribe buttons and follow us.